live on Bowen Christmas special. That's right, and this evening we are proudly sponsored by Whiskers Chocolate Wafers. Have a break. Have a kitty cat. Next, we have a man who's done it all, from establishing himself as a well-known documentary filmmaker with the likes of John Safran vs. God, Music Jamboree and Race Relations, to radio broadcasting on Triple J with Father Bob. Now he's a true crime writer with a new book out called Murder in Mississippi. Please welcome the brilliant John Safran! Oh, very good, thank you. Grab a seat, grab a seat. Oh, thank you so much for coming along.
It's good to be back here. I used to always be dragged in here when RMITV, when we was doing journalism here.
Yeah, and I heard a story about that. So you used to do some journalism stuff in here. I heard a story, and I actually read something from a pretty reliable source. It was on Wikipedia. It was about that you came on Rove's show in here.
Yes, that's right. When he was, before he was...
When he was on the loft.
Yes.
Before he was Rove. Sort of thing. So that was ended up quite interesting, because at the end of it, Rove said something to you that was really important for your career further down the track, which was something about doing a favour for you and thanks very much. Can you enlighten us?
Oh, he just said, he says, John, thanks for coming out the show, because at that point I was like slightly more famous than him, because I'd been on the ABC.
Race Around the World,
and he'd just been on community television.
Yeah.
And so...
You were doing him a favour.
Yeah, I wasn't doing it, but he said, John, if I can ever do anything for you to return the favour, he'll do it. And then like years later, like he was like there, and I was just there, and I needed to plug my new show,
yes,
Music Jamboree actually, and I was like going to come on his show on Channel 10, and then he bumped me
for
Pink.
Gentlemen,
So,
Pink.
Yeah, it was very disappointing, because I thought, where's that kind of community television?
But you got your own back. You retaliated.
Oh yeah, I got a fat wire put on him. So. Everything. I'm warning everyone here. Everything's shtick for me. So anything that happens, it's going to end up on a TV show.
So let's talk about your new book.
Yes.
What led to you becoming an author? There was a very specific series of events that happened.
Oh yeah, I went over to Mississippi for my TV show Race Relations, and I pranked this white supremacist, and I took a saliva sample from him and took it down to a DNA testing facility. Then returned to one of his public meetings, and in front of everyone, revealed his lineage, which wasn't like pure white, if you know what I mean. So that was like the joke.
It was African.
Yes, a little bit of that, because we're all mixed up a bit, right? Anyway, he didn't like it, and he started legal action against me and the ABC, and we just could never put it to air. So it was just on the cutting room floor, and I'd spent 2 days with this white supremacist leader, and then that was that, and then a year later, he gets murdered in his house by a young black guy. And the young black guy says, the reason he killed him was because the white supremacist made a sexual advance on him. So then I returned to Mississippi and kind of got in a bit of a friendship with the killer, and I had all the existing footage of me with the guy who gets killed.
So all the elements just come together.
It was one of those lose-lose-win situations. Like lose if you're get stabbed and you die, and then lose if you're the guy who gets killed and thrown in prison, but win if you're the guy who happened to know the guy who got killed before he got killed, and then kind of,
I've read a little bit of an excerpt out of the book, and it is really quite interesting. There's another white supremacist over in the States who actually feels that you have something to do with the murder, and sent you an email that he CC'd you on an email he sent to the FBI, and we've got the email here as well. And it basically says, I think the case should be reopened, and puts you as one of the lead suspects, saying that you in fact did it.
I think that's a bit unfair, really.
It is a little bit unfair. Look, I'm not Ray Martin. I'm not a current affair. I'm not here to expose you. But you decided that you were going to have a bit of a laugh with that, and posted it to your 90,000 plus fans on Twitter.
Yeah, but I just thought, if he's, as I said, everything's shtick.
Yeah.
So, if the white supremacist sends me an email he sent to the FBI, I might as well just,
I mean,
at least get a
you can
JPEG
always
out of
use
it.
Yeah, get a JPEG out of it. At least do a tweet or something like that. Now, in saying that, I want to do a little bit of activity now.
Sure.
And we touched on this with the cast backstage. So we're calling it John Safran's Christmas Quiz. Okay, so let's just get straight into it. Anyway, can we welcome the cast back onto stage, ladies and gentlemen? Hayman Kent, Dilruk, Jayasinha, Michael Connell. Okay. Right, now I've got to explain what's going on here because it's quite in-depth and involved. All right, so to explain to the audience and the people at home, I want to go to any means possible to promote your book, Murder in Mississippi, and to ensure its success. So I have requested for all of our cast members to do two things during the week. Number one, to bring along to the show a wrapped Christmas present that they purchased for a family member or friend from home. And number two, during the week I asked them all to commit to researching John Safran and his new book. The aim is to increase awareness of the book during this evening's Christmas quiz via their newfound knowledge. However, what I haven't told them yet is there's a catch. If they fail and did not study correctly, their present to their dear family member will be crushed by a hammer, which will be held by John Safran. Yeah, thank you.
Why are you applauding that? This is horrible.
I got a one of a kind.
I like to think it's quite creative, as a matter of fact. Okay, so let's start off with Dilruk. Dilruk, we'll start off with you. Where's your present, Dilruk?
That one. Nah.
This one,
The best wrapped one.
this one, and
That one.
and that one.
just
That one.
Just that one.
Okay, we can sit on top of that one as well.
Okay.
Is that anybody's?
It's
Okay,
doesn't
well, let's
say-
put that there. All right.
Right.
So, Dilruk, be prepared, John. In year 12, John formed a hip-hop group with his friend Chris Lumsden. Yeah.
This is my mum's present.
Tell me if I'm wrong with any of this. They received high-rotation airplay on community radio, played many gigs in Melbourne, and came second in the RMIT Battle of the Bands competition.
Big fan, John.
The band's name was inspired by a particular drink. Dilruk, what was the name of the band? Just move that a little closer there.
I'm gonna soy chai latte.
I'm afraid not.
No, don't do that.
Go on, John.
No.
Go on, John.
All right.
What was that? Dilruk?
My
bowl
mum's
of-
medication.
All right, Michael, your present, please.
Yes.
Raspberry cordial.
This one's my present. This one here.
Okay, this is yours. No, it's not. That's
Isn't it?
mine. That's
This
just
is- this is
Aaron
mine.
on it.
Oh, this is mine. Yeah,
That's yours there.
excellent.
All
Shouldn't
right,
you know it since
Michael.
you wrapped it?
Well,
I
I did.
love how he just tries to put my present there.
No,
All right,
it's not what it
Michael.
Yes.
Murder in Mississippi is a true crime story written by John Safran
Yes.
about one of Mississippi's most notorious white supremacists, Richard Barrett. Earlier, on the day of his murder, Barrett was said to have paid his alleged killer $26 for a day's work. What was the cash breakdown of the day's pay?
Wow.
Unfair. I think whatever it was would have been classified as unfair. Yeah?
Who's this present for?
That's Dill's mum.
Does it matter if I don't know the answer?
I'm sure I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
Table.
Dents in the table.
For those watching.
Hayman,
Yes.
spell Mississippi.
What?
Go on.
That's my question? That's,
Yeah.
That's easy.
They're all personality appropriate.
All right.
I did not just say that.
Be ready to be spelling bead extraordinaire.
Smooth.
MISSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSS
top of the old one to save the table there.
Table's gone.
No, Hayman, that is incorrect. John Safran, please
I think it's a
take
bad
it away.
idea.
Hayman!
That was...
What the hell?
You bought someone an egg? And that's all over John's shoe. Hey, John Safran, come on our show. Let us put egg on your shoe. What a great thing we've done here.
We would have done the same to Pink, though.
And the real winner of the game show this evening is this hammer held by John Safran, made in China. John Safran, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
You can make sure that you check out his book, Murder in Mississippi. For more information, you can also find him on Twitter.
I really
He'll be
didn't
cleaning up out the
say you
back
had to
now,
plug the book by that much, by the way.
What's that, sorry?
I really didn't say you had to plug the book that much, by the way.
No,
I would have
no,
happy
look,
just
hey,
be like
this is-
chat and
this
stuff.
This
We
is
ran
what
out
we-
of material.
This is what we do. Now you've got Twitter as well. It's at John Safran on the.
You don't have to
getting
plug
on
that
this
either.
Look, this is what we love to do. You know, we come in. I don't want to have another episode of a fatwa being put on.
Yeah, I get it.
Let's plug Pink.
There's also a story about how you rocked up on Ray Martin's doorstep. Look, I'm only just coming into this industry, and I just want us to be friends. So
Yeah,
John
sure.
Safran, ladies and gentlemen, John Safran. Check out his website, johnsafran.com. More of Live on Bowen, the Christmas special, right after the break. John Safran.